only on Fox 10. What did conditions actually look like inside an animal hoarding house in Chandler?
Fox 10 investigates and shows you what authorities saw inside the home of April McLaughlin. Chandler Police continue to investigate the woman who they say kept 55 special needs dogs in one home.
And it's been nearly 2 weeks now since more than 100 misdemeanor charges against McLaughlin were dropped. And Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum joins us live with those new details. Justin.
Mark, Ellen, we've obtained a 14-page report sent to the city of Chandler the day after the Arizona Humane Society seized 55 dogs and found 5 dogs dead. It's called an after-action report, and the consultant called April McLaughlin's home a biohazard. We want to warn you, some of the images we're about to show you may be hard to watch. We're learning more about what Chandler Police, firefighters, and Arizona Humane Society officers discovered on the night of September 22nd. Fox 10 obtained the report completed by Clark Safe Clark, an environmental consulting company contracted by the city of Chandler. Documents take you inside the home of 48-year-old April McLaughlin, a.k.a. April Addison, a.k.a. Sydney McKinley, and several other aliases. McLaughlin's rescue for disabled dogs was located here.
There's flies everywhere.
And rescuers like Coco Garcia say they thought Special Needs Animal Welfare League was legit.
There's just no escape.
Garcia is seeing the inside of McLaughlin's home for the first time.
I've never seen anything like this.
Where authorities seized 55 dogs, found 5 dogs dead, and McLaughlin's elderly mother living in squalor.
There's one bathroom and unusable toilet, the only one blocked. And this is the rest of the clutter.
The name Garcia says so many have called the property
The House of Horrors.
I know, baby.
To her, it's now an understatement. Here's a diagram of the 956-square-foot home, consisting of 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, to give you perspective. The report says windows were closed, mobility and visibility impeded by excessive clutter, wet and dry feces, urine and dog food everywhere. Photos show exactly that. Carpets covered in waste. Photos also show disabled dogs laying on filthy floors.
To watch those animals laying in their own feces, overcrowded, walking over each other, crawling, begging for help, locked in kennels they haven't been out of.
Images of the bathroom displayed a soiled floor and other damages. Chandler Fire's hazmat team was suited up in PPE to remove all 55 dogs. According to the report, some were in kennels and some were loose in different rooms. The 5 small dogs found dead in the kitchen freezer were wrapped in paper. One photo shows an elevated level of ammonia measured, 61 ppm or parts per million, caused by the high concentration. According to the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, the recommended exposure limit for ammonia is 25 ppm, averaged for an 8-hour workday, and it took hours just to ventilate the home using battery-powered fans. Clark Safe Clark's investigator deemed the house a biohazard due to so many pets, the accumulation of dog urine, and hoarded items. McLaughlin's garage is shown filled with boxes and crates. The report says the garage opener did not work and one room inside the garage was inaccessible with debris piled up against the door, and CSC says the room did not appear on county assessor record. Garcia wishes she could have saved the struggling dogs she saw in the backyard long before police finally came in with a search warrant.
Walking away from that and not doing things myself is the biggest regret I have in this situation right now.
McLaughlin was released from jail with more than 100 misdemeanor charges of animal abuse and cruelty dropped, with 1 count of vulnerable adult abuse also dismissed. There are no pending charges right now, but Chandler PD continues to investigate the active case. Currently, the Arizona Humane Society has nearly 50 dogs remaining in its care. McLaughlin is requesting to get 47 dogs back into her custody.
Is this ever going to end? It just feels like this is the worst kind of hell.
Under Arizona law, a person commits animal cruelty if they intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly subject any animal in their control to cruel neglect or abandonment.
A lot of these problem houses say they're rescues, but they really aren't. They're money makers for the person in the house that takes in too many animals.
Republican State Senator John Kavanaugh says he's seen animal hoarding issues for a while. He sees no problem with the current statute, but says law enforcement needs tools to gather enough evidence to enforce the law. Kavanaugh is working on new legislation to propose next session, a bill aiming to provide more training for law enforcement to identify animal abuse, more resources for code enforcement, and oversight on rescue operations.
Now, this is touchy because nobody wants to be regulated, and I'm talking to some people in the humane animal community who I've worked with closely for the last, 15 years. What kind of regulation would not be onerous, but would give authorities the right to make occasional inspections?
Garcia says out of all the dogs seized, there's no record of the one she gave to McLaughlin, a blind dog named Marbles. In the images she's now seen of the home can cause her to think the worst.
And some days I think there's no way he survived, and he was probably just a discarded dog that she tossed.
And again, we have reached out to McLaughlin several times for comment. We have still not heard back. Meanwhile, her court hearing to petition for the custody of these 47 dogs is set for this Wednesday. Now, last Friday, we spoke to April McLaughlin's mother, Kathleen, in an exclusive interview. You can watch all 40 minutes on our YouTube channel or our Fox Local app, available on your favorite connected TV device, including Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and Roku. And to think her mother survived through all that. And for anyone who wants to help her as she starts over, we have more information on fox10phoenix.com if you're looking for that GoFundMe account.
When you see what you just reported on tonight, the images, authorities saw everything that you just reported on. Why have the charges been dropped? Because I think that's the big question that so many people have right now.
It's got a lot of people frustrated. What we do know is that if Chandler PD wants to submit these misdemeanor charges, 110 of them, animal abuse and cruelty, back to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office as felonies, they just need more evidence. What that evidence looks like is still unclear. Misdemeanors are usually handled in municipal court. Perhaps they resubmit the vulnerable adult abuse, that felony charge, to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. That remains to be seen.
Justin, hard to believe when you look at those pictures that the dogs and people were living inside of that home. And obviously with the mother getting out of there and telling her story to you, that's something a lot of people wanted to hear about.
Definitely hard to watch.
Absolutely.
Hard to see.
Justin Lum, thank you for that tonight.